Hi folks, Canadian Prepper here. So today I'm just going to go over some of the EDC gear that I keep equipped and on my person. And I would call it EDC gear, although it's not all on-person carry, but it is all readily accessible. A couple of these implements I keep in my truck. So hopefully today I can provide you with a few ideas to help you round out your personal everyday carry kit. So let's get to it. Now I want to first off say that the reason why you don't see a handgun here is because in Canada we are very restricted with respect to how we can transport handguns. Open carry, not happening. Concealed carry, not happening. You can take the gun to the range, but of course you need a permit to transport the gun. I know it sounds absolutely ridiculous, and the punishment for not having your permit is very harsh and very disproportionate to the crime, considering most gun owners are some of the most law-abiding citizens in Canada. So there are gun advocates like myself who are trying to do what we can in order to push the envelope. So I hope my American friends can still get something from this video. If you want to know about handguns and stuff like that, go check out the Yankee Marshall or one of those guys. So one of the most overlooked survival items that absolutely every single survivalist or prepper should have on them 24/7, unless you don't wear pants, is a survival belt made of paracord. There's a variety of different types you can get. This is by all means not the best paracord belt you could probably get. I think it's the most comprehensive. I don't think it's necessarily the most cost effective, but Wazoo is a reputable company with regards to the efficiency to which they can combine a lot of tools into a small area and make it look pretty nice. Nobody really is going to know that this is a paracord belt from a distance unless they're really paying a lot of attention. Now, as some of you know, I am a huge advocate of the proper lightweight tactical pants. I don't get any money for saying that, although they should start giving me money for saying it, because I probably sold them thousands of pairs of pants already, but honestly it's the only pant I wear, so everything you see here goes into those pants. I might even show you just the pants or how it looks when it's all set up. Like I said, I don't keep all these things on me at all times, but it's very easy for me to have them all on me at the same time if I wanted to. It's not overbearing in terms of weight. So the next item that I probably is my second favorite EDC item, the only real survival or defensive application of this, aside the great convenience factor and the minimalist form factor, is the RFID blocking capability. The Flipside Wallet, I'm going to show you some screenshots overlaid here that I did in a video probably about a year ago now, maybe not that long, maybe about 8 months, 9 months. I've been using this every day. This is by far one of the best EDC tools I have because it restricts the amount of junk that you can carry around. You can't go George Costanza with this wallet. All the unnecessary receipts, it will not allow you to stuff those in there. It's made of plastic. It takes a little bit of getting used to. It's got firm clasps on it. It has a very stiff retention for the cards. The bushings in there haven't gotten soft. You can put up to 12 cards in this thing, which is more really than you're probably ever going to need. Anyways, I just like it because it's very small, it's very durable even for being plastic. You've seen me do the drop test, the same one I had for the last 8 months, and honestly I would strongly recommend this. This is one of those products, if I had a Jessica list like the Prepared Mind 101, this and this would be on it. Not necessarily just this, but paracord belts, period. Now in Canada we can have dog spray or pepper spray, basically is what it is. This is 0.5 capsaicin, which is the maximum allowable amount for dog spray. You can get 1% capsaicin in Canada, which is a stronger pepper spray, but somebody has explained it to me in the past. I might do a video on this in the future, that it's not necessarily the capsaicin level, it's the medium through which the capsaicin is delivered that is more significant in terms of the potency of this stuff. So you can carry that, but bear in mind another ridiculous law coming at you. It's illegal to use this against human beings. So you're prohibited to use pepper spray as a self-defense weapon against humans. So if you are caught with it on you, you have to argue that you were just keeping it on you to prevent an attack from stray dogs, or where I'm from, there's all manner of coyote. That's not going to be a major issue if you get stopped with this stuff, because you can always argue that you're worried about wild dogs. Better than nothing. If you're facing multiple assailants, you can at least diminish their capability to attack you in some way so that you can defend yourself. You get 25 shots in one of these. There's a variety of different types. The Saber Red is the best one. It combines a bit of tear gas as well. And I'm actually going to be doing a review of another one that has a laser red dot sighting. So, we can't have red dot pistols, but we can have red dot pepper spray. Pathetic, I know. So, smartphone, obviously I don't have to go over all the benefits of a smartphone. 1,001 different applications. You have your comms, you have your lighting, you have your ability to take video, which is very important this day and age to defend yourself in a court of law. And of course, you can store copious amounts of survival information on this thing. Now, this is probably one of the best flashlights of 2016. You haven't seen me review it. It's my running flashlight. It's made by Olight. It's the Olight S1R Baton. 900 lumens in this tiny little flashlight. It is incredibly bright. It is incredibly easy to use. It's even somewhat tactical in the sense that the strobe's very easy to access. It's charged via magnetic onboard charging, so you never have to remove the battery. Charged via USB. Probably one of the best flashlights of 2016. The only reason why it doesn't get a lot of airplay is simply because of this flashlight arms race. If a flashlight doesn't have over 9,000 lumens nowadays, nobody wants anything to do with it. But this is probably one of the most practical. It's excellent for running, fits in the palm of your hand, help you make a nice tight fist, and just a great little thing. It has a nice little clip on it, lightweight, runs on one CR123 battery. Awesome little light. Strongly would recommend. The problem with flashlights, though, is they're like computers. Just bear in mind, if you buy a flashlight today, in 2 years, you're going to be getting double the amount of power for half the price. It's just how it is. Don't get mad about it. It's just the way it goes. It's the same thing if you buy a laptop nowadays. Alright, so up next is the Gerber Impromptu Tactical Pen. Very heavy duty, very durable, very rugged, very aggressive looking tactical pen. At the same time, though, to the untrained eye, people are going to just say, that's a cool pen, man. They're not going to know that it's a very lethal pen at the same time. The reason why it's lethal is just because it's so damn hard, and it could be used as a stabbing weapon, I suppose. It has a little glass breaking tool there. You can't quite see it, but that's not the actual pen, that's the glass breaker. So is it that practical? I don't think so. I think there's better tactical pens than you can get than this. This is the one I have. Country Prepper did a review of a Schrade tactical pen, which I found had a variety of more implements within it that were survival oriented. I think it had a survival, fire steel, but it had a few other tools on it, which I thought was fairly neat. So it was kind of like a multi-tool pen, which is what I've always thought a tactical pen should be. Now, this is going to do the job of kicking ass, Kubaton style. You know, it's gonna be a lot better than having nothing. This could hurt somebody if you used it in the right way, if you were trained to use it. I'm not trained to use it, but if it's all I had, I could make it work, absolutely. Now, this is the Swiss Champ. It's not as durable as a Leatherman in the sense that there's no locking tools, but you get more tools in a smaller space. And Swiss Army knives, the quality is as good as Leatherman. It's gonna last forever. I've had this thing probably going on 5 years now. I have my glow-in-the-dark tape on there that's been on there for a couple of years. Just has, I think, probably like 33 different functions. Sorry about the Illuminati reference there for all you conspiratorial folks. actually no, rule number 33 of the movie Zombieland was carry a Swiss Army knife. That's what I'm getting confused. I think this has actually a bit more implements than that, but I'm not going to do a big in-depth review of this. It has a magnifying glass. This is an older version. Nowadays they got digital stuff on here and a bunch of other stuff you probably don't need, but this thing is amazingly handy. Small enough to fit inside a coin pocket on my proper lightweight tactical pants. Now my keychain has a lot of the same stuff that the belt has. This is straight Firecord, so this is 25 feet of Firecord. There is Firecord in here as well. There's a ferrocerium rod that I've used before, works great. There is a whistle, which doesn't appear to be working for this demo. There we go. And I got a lot of different implements on here. So I have a Nite Ize Key rig, which has these locking removable key rings, which are easily removable, so you don't gotta, do the round and round type thing. They just clip on there, they lock into place, so these keys don't go flying off, which has happened before. I got a little bird knife, which is my go-to knife. It's a locking knife. Because this doesn't lock, I always have this, and it's just a nice little knife. You don't need anything too serious on a keychain. You don't really want anything too serious. As you can see, my keychain is way too big already, and I do use all these keys. I know I'm not one of these George Costanza types who just has a bunch of keys they don't use. I used to be that guy, but I'm trying to get my life sorted out here. I also have this DGQ Fairy, which is 120 lumens, probably one of the smallest, most incredibly smallest floodlights that you can get. 120 lumens, guys, in something that's the size of the head of my pinky. Incredible bright light. I'm not sure if it's fully charged right now, so it's probably, you're only going to get 120 lumens for 10 minutes. It's one of those lights you use to get to your car at night. It's not meant for anything serious, but it has onboard charging as well, which is ridiculous for such a small light. And that's about it for the Canadian everyday carry. Now in winter, I carry a few more things in the vehicle, which I think are essential, and I actually carry more stuff in my gym bag that I'm going to go over in more depth. Now I did do a Canadian EDC carry video probably a couple years ago now, so I'll post a link to that and you can go and check it out. Anyways, if you're interested in getting any of this stuff, I'm going to post some links in the description. For those of you who live in Canada, most of these things are available to you as well. I'll do what I can to put my Amazon.ca links up, but I don't have an affiliate account with Amazon.ca. But if you did want to support the channel and you're planning on gearing up, a great way to do that is simply to go through the links that I provide, and you don't spend any more money. It's the exact same price as you would if you were just shopping on Amazon, but it just helps out the channel. So feel free to do that. Thanks again for all the support, guys. Stay tuned for more Gangs of the Collapse installments and other little gear review videos that I got to catch up on throughout the next couple weeks here. All right, take care. Bye now.
Check out the Canadian Preppers Network blog, an excellent resource for survivalists and preppers.